My. Hey, Soundwaves here. I'm not one to really talk on current events, really. I like to talk around it. I don't really, because I don't know these people. I don't know Tory Lanez. I don't know Meg Thee Stallion. I'm not going to speak on the situation because I wasn't there. But I do want to bring something to the table that I've been sitting on for a while. And something told me not to do this video until it was the right time. Something told me to do it now. So let's talk about it. Black men protecting black women. We don't do that. Black men, we do not protect black women. Now, this is not going to talk specifically on Tory Lanez and Meg Thee Stallion because once again, I was not there. So I'm not going to speak on that situation. But I will speak on two trains of thought. One is Tory Lanez is a complete piece of trash, and whatever consequences he deserves. And then there's the other train of thought, we wasn't there, let's wait till all the facts are out, right? And we don't know what she did to provoke him, right? Both can be true. Because we don't have both sides of the story. We don't know what happened, really. There's no video that I know of. And we don't know what she did, if she did anything. But here's the problem. In no instance, I don't care what happens, unless you feel completely threatened that your life is in danger, there should be no reason to ever shoot at, aim at, point a gun at a woman. And this is going to go directly into black men not protecting black women. Right? This will go right into that. We as black men must protect black women at all costs. At all costs. For example, I'll never understand, as someone who was raised by both parents in the same household, I will never understand how a man, especially black man, could not take care of the mother of his child and his child. I will never understand that. How a black man could abandon his family and not support the mother of his child. Now, this is just an example. I'm not saying all black men don't take care. No, I'm not saying that. I'm saying in a scenario. I can't understand a scenario of any black man not supporting the mother of their child and their child. I can't understand that. Now, there are some instances to where the man will say, well, she only used me for my money. She used me. I might have some clout. I might have, I might be doing well for myself. And she, okey doke me. And had my child on purpose. And now it's taking me for child support every month. Or I might not be well off. But she's taking me for child support every month. And I can't afford it. And now I'm going in and out of court. Right? Because in real life, couples don't work out. Even if you are on good terms, you might break up. You might not. You might divorce. You might break up. Whatever. Right? Here's the thing. Yes, there are some instances where women may be, vindictive or bitter, what have you. But if you have a problem with this woman, right? I'm talking to the black man. You have a problem with this woman and have all these negative things to say about her, right? How come you did not see that when you wanted to lay down with this woman? You didn't care about none of that. Why? Because all you cared about was having sex with her. Therefore, you ignored anything and everything, no matter what, or you didn't care what was going on. As long as you had sex with her, that's all you cared about. So we're going to talk about the number one thing. We must protect black women sexually. Sexually, we must protect black women. Meaning, we should not be sexually abusing, misusing, mistreating, assaulting women ever, 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 ever. You should never sexual assault a woman. Ever. Or mistreat her. And misuse her. Because guess what? No means no. I don't know where in the history of time to where, I forget what movie it is. It was like, well, she don't really mean no. She mean no, but she really mean. Was it He Got Game? It was like, probably a different movie, but, she's saying no, but she really mean yes. And I was like, man, no means no. Stop means stop. That clears up all confusion. No means no, stop means stop. There should never be a time to where a black woman feels uncomfortable in your presence. Right? There's never be a time for that. There's never be a time. There should never be a time to where that happens, to where she feels uncomfortable in your presence. You have to treat her body as if it's a temple, because it is. The woman came from your rib. So her body is your body. You have to treat her body like yours. Because it is, because the woman came from the man. How are you mistreating your own body? You have to value her body as if it's your own. How would you feel somebody that you didn't want to be with, rubbing on you, touching on you? You had sex with somebody you didn't want to. Or you felt threatened and didn't feel like you could say anything. You never even had that thought, right? Because you're the man. You are a man. You don't have to worry about that, right? Unless you're, in jail? The only time this thought gets brought up of your body being violated in that way is being in jail. Well, think of it this way then. How about you treat her the way you will hope you will be treated in jail and not be violated? Now, I have to say this. I'm not saying black men are predisposed to going to jail. I'm not even saying that. We have to treat women's bodies as the temples that they are. Black women's bodies as the temples that they are. Never be no sexual assault, sexual abuse, ever. And once again, get into this mistreating. We have to stop looking at black women as something to conquer. We have to stop looking at women as something to conquer. That's the problem. We look at women as like a 2K game. We look at women as 2K. We're trying to get to all these. We're trying to pass all these levels. Trying to pass being the friend, being the person they can talk to, or just we're trying to pass all these different levels of trying to appear cool, trying to do all these different things, trying to play all these mind games, just so we can get that ultimate goal at the end and achieve and unlock unlock everything, right? That's how we treat women, like a 2K game. You want to get all the unlockables, right? You want to do everything. I want to do everything. And then once we're done, we done reached the top level of the game. Oh, we done with it. That's how we treat women. As something to conquer. Something to play her like a game. Play her like a game. Because all we wanted was to have sex with her. And once we do that, we don't talk to her ever again. You have to stop doing that. You got to stop doing that. Once again, playing all these mental games and things like just to have sex with her. You got to do better as black men. We got to do better. We got to do better. Now, going back to not abusing, mistreating, also, let's talk physical. We must protect black women physically. Meaning we should never put our hands or harm a black woman's body ever. There should never be an instance, once again, unless you feel like your life is literally in danger. There should never be an instance to where us as black men should ever put our hand on a black woman. Ever. Yes, we as human beings, within relationships, argue. Yes, that's going to happen. Yes, you're going to argue. Yes, you're going to have disagreements. Yes, you're going to get angry. Yes, as a human being. Anger is an emotion. But that doesn't give you the right to hit. It doesn't give you the right to hit. It doesn't give you the right to choke. It doesn't give you the right to put your hands on her because of a disagreement. No matter what she done did. No matter what she done did. I'll even give you a worst case scenario. Let's say she did next Friday, keyed up your car. Let's take worst case scenario. Maybe she keyed up your car, right? Maybe she did it next Friday, a day. Keyed up your car. Does not give you the right to put your hands on her. You know what? Let the police take care of that. Let the police take care of that. And leave it at that. If you want to go that route. But there should be no scenario to where you put your hands no matter what. No matter what. We must protect black men. We must protect black women. We must be her protector. I keep thinking about we must be her protector. I keep thinking about this video. I saw two videos. One with I forget the boxer's name. We with Mayweather Promotions. I think it's Javante Davis. They were in like a gym or something, or a boxing ring, something like that, arena. And he mollywopped that girl. And nobody did nothing. And then I saw this video a month or so back of these two, this man and woman arguing. This man with a skateboard hit her. And his boys taped it laughing, did nothing. And you wonder why black women feel like they ain't protected? How is that ever acceptable? That nobody do nothing? Nobody do nothing? Come on, man. We must protect, we must be their protectors. And not to say black women can't protect themselves, right? Because they can. But we must make sure, if I see something, if you see a Nas line, see something, say something. If you see something, say something. Like, yo, nah, what's going on now? We ain't doing that. Nah. We must, if we see a black woman being hard no matter what, even though we don't like to get in people's business, we sure like to tape though. We don't like getting people's business. Yeah. Same time, we can't let that happen. Think about if that was your sister, your daughter, your mother, getting assaulted. You won't let that fly. You won't let that fly. Don't let that fly. Now, I'm not saying stand in front of a bullet. But do the best you, just do the best you can. We must be their protector. Don't let no harm come to the black woman. Don't let no harm come to the black woman. You know how much you care for Jordans? You know how much you care for shoes? And how you won't let it get scuffed up? You make sure you keep it in the box. Make sure, you know, it gets shelved properly. Know how good you treat your shoes? Imagine if you just put an ounce of that into protecting black women. Veer off a little bit. We put too much value. We put too much value in materialistic things. We put too much value in it. These things mean nothing. They mean nothing. Yeah, they're nice to look at. They dope to look at. But at the end of the day, they don't mean nothing. They don't mean nothing. Materials, car, house, they don't mean nothing. How about to say Luther Vandross? A chair, sit a chair. You know what's sitting there? It don't mean nothing. The black woman. The black woman. The black woman should be the most valued thing in our community. There should be no material. No trope. There should be no material ahead of the black woman. And we need to stop being so selfish and putting ourselves before the black woman. Oh, that's going to piss a lot of people off. We cannot be putting ourselves before the black woman. Why? Because imagine if somebody put themselves before your mother. Put it this way. Imagine if your mother thought of herself before you. You might not even be here. Imagine if your mother, your black mother, put herself before you. You might not even be here. Now, yeah, there's a lot of men and women that don't know their mother, don't know their father, don't have relationships with their parents. But I'm talking ideally. Just imagine if your mother said, I'm not going to have this child. And it's not a pro-choice. I'm just saying, imagine if your mother decided to put herself first. You might not even be here. We have to stop being so selfish. You're thinking of me. Why do you think there's feminist groups? You think that just came out of thin air? You think Me Too came out of nowhere? Time's Up came out of nowhere? They decided to put themselves first because the black man wouldn't. I keep going to the Chappelle line. Where Candace Owens was talking about, Black Lives Matter. It's like Chappelle said, black people didn't make Black Lives Matter. The country did. The police did. The racists did. We didn't create Black Lives Matter. The racists, the country did, the police did. And the same thing with these feminist groups, these Me Too's, this Time's Up. They did not create that movement. We did, because we didn't do our job. But getting back on subject. We must what? Protect black women. Sexually, physically. Now, that's talking about the body. Now let's talk about the mind. We must protect black women spiritually. Meaning, we must be their peace. We must be their peace. We must, if you believe, pray with them, meditate with them, help them be centered. We must support our black women. We must encourage them, uplift them, give them positivity. There should be no reason that black women should feel like they're on their own. We must encourage them. We must support them. Whether they have a business, whether they're going to school, whether they're just whether they're just living day to day. Tell them how smart they are, which they are. Tell them how beautiful they are, which they are. Tell them they can achieve anything, which they can. We must be just like the black women is for us. We must be their backbone like the black women are our backbone. Must be reciprocal. We must be their spiritual. We must be their peace. Keep them centered. Give them encouragement. We must protect black women spiritually. Now, when I say that, I don't mean maybe you don't believe in God, maybe you don't, but you can still just be the words of encouragement, words of positivity. There shouldn't be no, oh, you're on your own. Good luck with your business. Good luck with, whatever you're doing. It should never be that. Just like we can look at look at, our brother be like, yeah, that's my man's. I hold my man's down. Right? That's my brother. I hold my man's down. We should do the same thing for our sisters. That's my sister. I'll hold my sister down. I hold my sister down, man. I hold her down. As a sister. Not as somebody you want to have sex with. Not as somebody you want to conquer. Not somebody you want to control. But as my sister. Must protect her. And this is the last and maybe the most important part. So we went over sexually, we must protect black women. Went over physically, we must protect black women. Went over spiritually, we must protect black women. This last one might be the most important part. Emotionally, we must protect black women. And I'm a encompass this with one word. That way there's no confusion and no complexity. I'm going to keep this simple. The last thing, but should be the first thing we do. We must respect. We must respect black women. Respect. I don't think they heard me back. We must respect black women. Overall, anything else, we must respect them. We must respect black women. Mind, body, spirit, soul. Ain't that funny? How that, hold on. Physically, emotionally, spirit. Mind, body, spirit, and soul. The black woman. We must respect them. Stop calling them out their name. Simple, just simple things. Calling them out their name. Thinking less of them. Thinking of them as somebody, thinking of black women as somebody you can just walk over. You must have respect for them. Like you have respect for yourself. Now, if you don't have respect for yourself, then you really need to. And I would, you know what? If you don't respect black women, you don't respect yourself. I was going to say maybe, but no, you don't have respect for yourself. So you need to feel like you need disrespect. And you know what? I'm breaking the fourth wall here. I was going to, try to give, the opposing position, and all black women ain't and all this other stuff. I'm not gonna do that. Why? Because black women hear that already. There's no need to talk about it. Black women hear that already. So there's no need to try to play the other side. Talk about what black women, quote unquote, aren't doing. We need to focus on what we're not doing, black men, what we're not doing, which is respect black women, mind, body, spirit, and soul. Must respect them. That's how you protect black women. Sexually, physically, spiritually, emotionally. Imagine where we can go if we give the love, if we love black women the way they loved us. Through all the dumb ish we do. Imagine if we gave the same love back to the black women. The way they, through everything, still love us. That's all I wanted to say. Let me know how else, whether you're a man, woman, black man, black woman, let me know how you feel. How, if you're a woman, how you feel you could be protected. If you feel protected. Let me know if you feel protected. And if you're a man, let me know if you feel like you protect black women, or if you don't. Or how we could. How we can come together as black men and black women. Let me know how you feel. Let me know what you think. Thoughts. I don't care what it is. But the one thing we don't tolerate is disrespect. This say sound waves. If you're down with that, I got 2 words for you. Thank you. And 2 other words. Peace out.